Good morning, my lovelies. It is 7:50 and I'm still awake. Yeah, I'm still awake. I've been awake all night. Between pain and just generally not being able to sleep, but I'm starting to get tired now. So Thomas is home from work. We've just had, he made us sausage sandwiches. I'm about to make us some tea. I'm not sure I like Final Cut Pro. I still haven't sorted out yesterday's vlog, and the coping with fibro video, which I'm really not amused about because I put so much time into sorting it. But the really annoying thing is it took 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours for importing yesterday's videos, and I mean there really wasn't that much to start with, so it shouldn't have taken that long. So I don't understand that. But then once I'd edited, I hit the wrong choice. And it took, I can't remember how long it took to encode, but whenever I went to upload it to YouTube during the night, it told me it was going to take 830 minutes. And that was like over 13 and a half hours, and I was like, this is wrong. What the heck is this about? So I went and checked, and it turned out that I'd actually created a video that was 19 gigs. 19 gigs. Yeah, I was quite shocked. Because compared to other ones, which are like 1.5, 2 gigs at most for my longer ones, that was just ridiculous. So I deleted that and have started again. When I was last upstairs, it was at like 6%. It was being really, really slow. So far, I'm not liking Final Cut Pro. I don't know why it's not working for me, because I mean, I know what I'm doing with iMovie. Obviously, I had a few issues with just changing over because some things have changed, and that was just really annoying me. But I may have to just go back to Final Cut, or I may just have to go back to iMovie and just ignore Final Cut Pro for now, which would be a good thing, because I mean, I'm only on a trial and it's £200, and I'm really not, I don't think I'm ready for Thomas to spend £200 on software when iMovie does the job for me. And I'm not even sure that the videos that I did make look that much better at all, really. I mean, they were done, one of them was done in the dark, so I mean the visual quality wasn't great on it because it was done in low light, so it was a wee bit fuzzy. Hang on. So I'm probably not going to be chatting until later this afternoon. I had wanted to get some things done today, but I really don't think anything will be done. The only thing that I might actually do is get in and start cleaning up the leather chair for heading. It's going to go to my mum and dad's, and my dad's going to give me his 2-seater sofa. So the cool thing about my dad taking the single chair and giving me the 2-seater is because whenever the bed leaves my room, I'm going to have a 2-seater leather sofa in it. So I'm hoping to get some cushions. Anybody want to donate some pretty cushions? Fire away. I wonder where my oil cushion is. But I love things like that. I did see a butterfly one somewhere recently, and I can't remember where it was. I need to write down whenever I see things like this, because I never remember. Arma lady, what are you doing up there? Yeah, I just never remember these things anymore, which is so silly. So I'm I'm gonna get my video, a spot. I'm gonna get my video, kind of what I want to say in the video about FM done today. I'm probably not gonna get filming because I really need the sleep. And I can just imagine what state I'm actually going to be in later. So we'll see what actually happens today anyway. So right now I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and snuggle with my husband for a bit. I did sneakily get him to film with me there. He might shout at me for posting it. Although maybe I shouldn't because he's in his work clothes. Don't really want everybody knowing where he works. I know some people might think that's funny, but for me, I am sharing my everyday life with you guys, but there's certain things that I want to keep to myself, obviously. Like, I don't tell people on here where I live, I don't talk about companies I've worked for, I'm not going to talk about companies or the company my husband works for or anything like that. So although you get an insight into my life, we don't tell you everything. I just think there's certain things that don't need to be shared. Anyway guys, I will chat to you later when I've hopefully had a good sleep. So I love you all. Chat later. Well guys, it is 6:30 and I have been asleep all day. I went to bed around 9 o'clock with Thomas, and I think I woke up twice. But other than that, until about 3 o'clock I stayed in bed. I'm now washed and ready to go visit my father-in-law in the hospital. He had his procedure today, but isn't actually getting out until tomorrow. So I'm not sure exactly how the procedure went. I just know that he's in pain, so they're keeping him in overnight just to keep an eye on him. So that's okay. We'd rather he was kept in if he's in pain than be sent home if he's not ready. So I'm just chilling on the sofa while Thomas gets showered and ready now. I do need to brush my hair still. I thought I had a brush in the living room, so I thought it would be okay. While I was sleeping, I was having really bad dreams. I go through phases, especially whenever I'm sort of in the throes of a flare-up, and obviously the past couple of days has been the start of a flare-up, and I'm hoping that because I've rested and I haven't pushed myself to any extreme or anything, that it won't get as bad as most of my flare-ups do. So hang on. I'm just trying to get, okay, that's better. I just had to readjust myself because I'm really sore down my right hand side. I'm going to have to ring the hospital and find out what is happening with my injection into my shoulder, because this is getting ridiculous now. So anyway, I do find that whenever I'm in my most extreme pain states, or really fatigued, I have really horrendous dreams. And one of the dreams today, it was one of those ones where one minute you're doing one thing and the next minute you're actually in a completely different place, but it's as if it's normal, you know, one of those dreams. So I was getting on a bus and I was going somewhere with my mum, and there was another girl on there and she was really, really rude, and she tripped up my mum and really hurt her. And I started shouting at her, and the next thing I know, I'm being told by Thomas that he's in love with this girl or something. I mean, I can't even remember how it came out, but it turned out that Thomas had been having an affair with this girl, and it then shot to Thomas and I. Excuse me, guys. It shot to Thomas and I both at home, and I was packing things up, getting ready to leave, and I was asking him, you know, how could you do this? How could you cheat on me? And he was like, and he told me that there had been 2 girls. There had been one before her. He says, but this was the most brutal one. And that really hit me in the dream, because it was like, why are you telling me that this was brutal on you? You know, how do you think it feels for me? And he says, I just love this girl. She's everything that I ever wanted, and I can't help how I feel. So I was packing my bags and I was leaving to go to his mum and dad's, because in the dream we had a son, and our son was at his mum and dad's because I think we were supposed to be doing something for the weekend with my mum or something like that. I don't know. So I woke up in floods of tears, because I mean, the thought of Thomas ever being with somebody else is one thing, but the thought of him being in love with someone else, just, it wrecks me. And as I was talking to Thomas about it and I was explaining it and I was describing the girl, I realised that what I was describing was me, but I was describing a healthier version of me. And then I was thinking about what he'd said in the dream, that she was everything he'd ever wanted, and it made me cry even more, because I realised that the whole point of the dream was my fear of Thomas not loving me anymore, because I'm too much work, I'm too much to handle, and because I am such a sick person and our life has changed so much. But God love him, he just held me in his arms, and he just kept kissing my forehead, telling me how much he loved me and doing what he does. If you've ever seen Smokey and the Bandit, Junior, Buford T. Justice's son Junior, he's a wee bit special, but one of the scenes, they're talking and he's saying about moving down to Florida, and his daddy says to him, why don't you move down to Florida? And he says, oh no daddy, I ain't ever leaving home. So anytime I ever say anything, even as a joke or whatever, Thomas's response to me is, oh no daddy, I ain't ever leaving home. So he was saying that to me, and he just knows how to cheer me up and make me feel safe and make me feel like it's going to be okay. I think at the minute I'm feeling a bit of a burden, financially, partially, as well as around the house. I think because I started the project and I haven't been able to do anything for nearly a week now, but I hate that Thomas has to take on so much of everything financially. I think it's one of the things that gets me the most, because I've been so used to being able to pay bills and everything. I mean, before Thomas and I moved in together, I lived on my own, and although I struggled, I was still independent. I was still able to pay the bills and things like that. So I don't like not being able to do that, and I do really, really struggle with it, and it has had me really quite depressed all week, and I have had a few tears about it. But I mean, he's really, really good at reassuring me and telling me how much he loves me, and that no matter what, he's always going to support me and always going to look after me. But that doesn't stop your subconscious whenever you're sleeping getting to you. Any wonder Freddy Krueger comes to people in their dreams, because that's where everything comes out. Your fears come to life in your dreams. In one of the other dreams I was having, I was in a prison and somebody stole my walking stick. I know, I mean, what is that about? But hey everybody, well, it is 10 to 10 and we've been to the hospital to visit Dad. He's doing okay, he's just in a lot of pain, so they've kept him in overnight. So hopefully he'll be home in the morning. I'm starting to get really tired now, so I'm gonna sign off and hopefully get everything imported and sorted early tonight. So anyway, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna have an early night. I'm gonna film tomorrow for the FM one. Obviously I didn't today because I was so exhausted. I was sleeping all day on and off, and then up at the hospital this evening. So tomorrow I'm gonna hopefully get all that filmed and done and get that uploaded for you for Saturday morning. So anyway guys, sending you all so much love. Obviously you'll be watching this in the morning, so I hope you have a great day. I hope you all have can you hear Thomas calling me? Anyway, I best go because we're watching True Blood. Love you all. Bye bye.